popping up, but it's gonna pop up on
Broadcast
YouTube.
where?
It's gonna be on the Good Vibes YouTube. It's supposed to be live on the Facebook as well. I'm probably gonna send it to Trini Spice as well.
Oh, hey, Three Amigos is the new password.
I know, I got it. So I got signed in,
Yeah.
so it works. It's good to go.
Man,
Well,
that's the
One Amigos will not be accessing that anyways, because I don't go on Facebook.
you don't go.
But I'll tell you, the one that Regan suggested, I don't think anyone would ever guess that.
I was just going with
What did he suggest?
Fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids. Hey, you know the crazy thing is they probably
That needs to be like everyone's password.
I know, right?
Oh, look, it's Pam. She's in the conference room.
Oh,
Take a
Lord.
seat.
You're seeing me, and I'm not seeing you.
You're on camera. You're live.
Oh, my bad.
There you are now. I'm
She
in the middle of
needs to
setting
like
up the
walk in
screen.
with some coffee and tea.
Right?
Be like, juice, anyone? Anyone?
How about that? How about that?
Page broadcast. Is it broadcasting?
It would only be funny if she did it like in a bathing suit, but didn't know we were live. But didn't know we were live.
What's live?
Says live.
What's live?
Gvtv.
On what? What are you looking at it on? Oh. All right, so we live on Facebook, Mon. You can go.
Good.
Okay. What up? What up? What up? What's good, people? Welcome to Good Vibes Television. That's right, Gvtv Season 2, Episode 30-something. Like the show, 30-something. I'm your boy RL, and directly below me, maybe not on your screen, but on mine, is Miss Alicia. I guess she waiting. Oh, she waiting for the last? Oh, okay. My fault, Alicia Gayadeen. She got to be introduced professionally and the whole name thing. And to the right of me, you may not recognize him. It might have been about 30 years since you've seen him, but it is Jordan from New Kids on the Block in the show with us tonight. Yes, we have a boy band member with us from the 90s. He put the on, looking at
Cool.
Jordan Knight. Jordan Knight. Yeah,
And he just put on his Jordan Knight glasses for real. Ooh,
yes. Hang in tough.
in full swing.
You guys are silly.
Yeah, like Wolverine that got his act together, that cleaned up nicely, that went to rehab.
Her is real.
So we're actually trying something different. We're actually broadcasting on the YouTube channel, as well as the Facebook, as well as I guess I also put it on Trini Spice. So we're broadcasting live everywhere. So
good. Yes. It's time for me to go international, ladies.
yeah, we international.
We love you. We love you.
Right.
Hey, so
And
tonight,
for anybody who's viewing, you know, our special guest, you know who you are, and you got the link. You want to jump in and say hey and hang with us? You're always welcome.
yes, sir. So
They may not have that link because your original link wasn't working.
That was supposed to be a behind the scene concert, man. Conversation, man. You bringing a shit on the air.
that's what
Scratch
sisters
that.
do.
My editors.
That's what siblings do, man. Miss Alicia.
Yes.
Would you like to let everybody know what the topic of conversation is?
Oh, yeah, because it's a doozy this week. I can't even repeat all that stuff.
So,
and who sent this one? And this was sent in by Savvy. I just want to add that before Alicia explains.
Yes, well, I was actually going to say that. So our other host, Savvy, suggested that we discuss this particular topic this week. And I quote, I'm reading directly from the actual topic link. A woman is married to a man with kids. The woman and the kid's mother has beef. Not the beef you eat, a problem.
You can tell she's a teacher.
Kid's mother died. The man wants his kids to come and live with him and her. Woman does not want the kids to live there. She says that they got other family to help take care of them. Is she wrong? What should happen?
Let me
now,
say
let's
that.
clarify this. When you say other family, you mean like aunts, uncles, godfathers,
grandparents. But that's what I would assume other family members are, since the next of kin would be the father. And seeing that she is now the spouse of that husband, or that the father, that's her husband. She's decided that she does not want those kids to come and live with her, and so she has now pretty much picked up the going official mantra of RL.
Yes.
Fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids. First of all, let me say this. The picture of the young lady, okay, the picture of the young lady, let me tell you, if she looked like that, then definitely fuck them kids. I'm gonna tell you right now, fuck them kids. You telling me that if I go against her, I possibly won't see her naked rear end again for a very long time. And I'm pretty sure I enjoy seeing it, especially up in the air in that little heart shape that drive men crazy. So, I mean, look, I wasn't spending a whole lot of time with the kids anyway. They was living with their mom sometime, living with me sometime. There's no need for them to come live with me 24/7. They can go stay with her mother and father, and I can continue my weekend, every other weekend, or sometimes once a month, whatever duties. Whatever that woman says is going to happen, because she look good. Now, if she look like Florida Evans from Good Times, well, fucking them kids coming. Them kids coming. She look like Florida Evans. Yeah, them kids can come over. But if she's sitting there looking like that, looking like she came from Wakanda, yeah, fuck them kids. And
I just want to say a quick shout out to all our listeners. We got a bunch of people on here. Ms. Bertrand, thanks for logging on like usual. We got Mikey McCoy. Orlando's on here. Orlando. Shoop.
What's up,
Jamie at? Samay, I don't want to mess up your name, Booker. Booker is on here. We're glad to have you. Who else I'm seeing? Yeah, that's about it for now. And all of you rest of you out there in TV and Facebook land, we welcome you to our show.
And YouTube.
I know, YouTube people. I can only look at view one at the same time. Yeah, but in reference to that, I think I'm gonna kick off with my view on it. I don't know. As the dad, if I'm married to that woman, no, man, my kids come first.
That you lying.
My kids come first. I mean, she just graduated herself to side chick.
But no, hold on. That's your wife.
Oh shit! You're right. I missed that part.
This is the wife. She's not on the side. She is at your side. But I have to say,
they say cheaper to keep her.
I have to say, if you married this woman and this woman married you, it should have been for all the right reasons. Now, whatever the right reasons were in your demented mind, that's all well and good. However, your children are basically a part of you. What if something happens to this woman the next day and she no longer looks like that, because she looks as if she was pasted together from some sort of mold that looks as if part of her can fall off at any given moment.
Jesus.
At any point in time. If she trips and falls in those stilettos, half of her rear end might just crack on the floor. Like, we don't even know. And then you've got a lopsided heart shape, as you were talking about. So then,
her God-given booty. I mean,
and so with that said, you are now willing to throw your kids to the side. How do you think your children would feel? How do you think they would, what kind of relationship would a child then have with a parent? And it's not really for the man to choose. If a woman in your life, be it your wife, girlfriend, side chick, whatever, is making you choose between you and your child, and this goes even for a woman with a child and a man saying, oh, I don't want your kid, come live with us. Yeah, I call that a huge red flag. As red as Homeboy's shirt right there, it's red. It's flying high, and that's a problem.
You know what? I wasn't going to say anything. I was going to leave his outfit alone. But don't he look like Lee Majors from the Fall Guy?
Yes! Yes, Bionic Man.
He got a whole 1980s Dukes of Hazzard vibe going on. Go ahead, pop your collar, son. Pop that collar.
I'm
looking good though. Looking good. Looking real good. I gotta say that though. But
I said he watching on YouTube. I don't know who it is. It said good vibes. I'm watching on YouTube. Okay.
Oh, sweet.
It's weird though, because we got these weird subtitles going across the bottom.
So look, like I said, I'm gonna go left on this. I'm going left.
Let's hear this.
So she fall, or she gain weight, or whatever. She gets sick and she lose her figure. I'm shallow. I'm gonna need something to do. So the kid's gonna come live with us dead. You see what I'm saying? Everything is based off of her appearance and how that heart look at the end of the day. That booty look good. That booty gonna get what it's want. You understand what I'm saying? Because mom gonna want what he want. But you lose that, man, I ain't paying no mind to you. Savvy, leave me alone. So at the end of the day, you know, that's what it comes down to. You know what I'm saying? I'm a shallow individual. I don't mind being shallow. I'm at the little end of the pool where the kids play at, by the way, right? So I'm not. I'm sorry. First of all, it's my wife. My wife look good. She look damn good. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's hard to get a woman to look that good to even want to get married these days. So therefore, fuck them kids, bring it on over, you know what I'm saying? And move on to you can always have more kids. I don't need them old kids. I get new kids.
Where are you getting these new kids?
I'll get them from her. If not from
not
her.
With the body you just paid for. She's not interested in having kids with you to mess up all of her plastic surgery that just went into what she tried to create for herself. And
we don't have to have human kids. We can go get puppies or something. We get some kittens.
A goldfish.
Yeah. And I can name the goldfish after the real kids. Nah, look, all right, so look. So
you know what? Someone needs to represent the shallow male population that's existing out there. Because you know what? Whether or not you even believe that in your heart, there are guys out there that they are cheering you on right now. They are making a banner with your name on it, and they are doing cutouts with your face because now you are now their new hero.
Yeah, I'm Al Bundy. I'm the Al Bundy of 2020.
Al Bundy.
Okay.
I don't know where I fit in on this. I've got the 1980s, and now I've got Al Bundy. I mean, this is great.
It was an 80s theme.
Yeah.
I miss the 80s theme.
80s theme, Ascot and all. I got Savvy on the comments. Savvy's actually watching us on the YouTube channel. And she had a pretty good comment. She said, asshole, yup. I'm just reading what she's saying. She called Moan an asshole.
Thank you, Savvy.
She said, right, tell him, Alicia.
You know,
Ms. Bertrand said, unfortunately, so many men and women tend to choose boyfriends over their kids. She said, I've seen it so many times. It's the truth. You know, pum rule. It's one of them things, you know.
Yeah,
a lot of these people say, fuck them kids. We're going to get this.
Sad.
Man.
It's sad
the kids going to be all right.
Turns out to be the genitalia and not the common sense.
Yeah, common sense is overrated.
I'm sorry, homegirl had to walk. For me personally, Ascot and all, she kind of had to walk. I mean, my kids come first. That's it. I love my kids to death.
That's the new Regan with the.
Well, Regan knows exactly what he's saying,
and that's the bottom line.
Calculated He's a calculated sucker. I'll tell you this right now. He knows I will do nothing
Wait a minute.
but
Let me hear this.
leap through this screen and make magic happen and choke him. Or he knows that all of a sudden he will feel something really hot and heavy coming, whacking him behind the head. And that would probably be Miss Pam.
And this concludes.
So he's like tiptoeing on like a tightrope.
My family ain't that supportive, man. Well, we'll take care of the kids while you go out with the honey dip. Fuck that. You gonna watch these motherfuckers. Come on. They gonna come in there and probably sit on the bed for whole 24 hours. Make sure you ain't getting no ass.
See, and that's the problem, man. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? We only here on this earth for a short period of time. You know, and if you think about it, your kids have an opportunity. They kids. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Your time, as far as having fun, is almost up. You know, exactly. They just starting to live life. They don't even know what sex is yet. You know what I mean?
Right.
A man, you know, we struggling. We getting our 55s and 60s. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we only got like 25, 30 hard-ons left in us. Real good hard-ons, right? Right. I want you ought to be able to use them on somebody that look like that woman look in that picture. You know, the children going to get in the way of that. I mean, look, they'll be all right. Kids bounce. What they say? Kids are strong. Kids always bounce back. They'll be all right. Plus, you take a look at the United States, the world status quo. I mean, most kids grow up not knowing their father anyway. So,
whole family picture.
This is reason 10,001 why kids in America, they're so messed up. This is it right here.
Look. The family photo would have the kid, you and your wife standing here. Kids on this side going cock blocker 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
I mean, look. I'm actually helping those kids. Most kids that grow up without fathers become successful rappers and athletes and actors and stuff, actresses. Yeah. So you know they're probably better off without me.
They have something to sing about.
Yeah, they better off without me. I'm gonna be their motivation.
Oh Lord.
I don't even have words.
Meaning.
And I am never short of words, but it's like I don't even have words for this. If we
could put like little things on here, Alicia's would have just WTF.
I just can't even believe this conversation is happening.
It's Savvy fault.
I feel like apologizing to everyone that's viewing that this conversation is happening right now, that RL is allowed to speak on this topic.
Yeah, like everybody that watched the damn debate with Trump was like, mute his mic. Somebody mute the mic.
You know.
I'm like Dr. Deborah Birx right now when Trump told people to go and drink, you know, the Lysol and infuse the
Oh, she's joking.
I'm just like
it was a joke. It was a presidential joke. I was just joking.
I'm dead serious. Fuck them kids, man. Go live your best life, sir. You know, look, first of all, like I said, do you know how hard it is to get a woman to look like that? You know what he probably had to do?
No, it's not. It's not hard. It's not hard to get a woman to look like that. All you need is a fat bank account, and any woman could look like that. You can get Gina from the gas station, and she can look like that. Anyone could look like that if you have the correct amount of funds and the right doctor, which, by the way, Florida has some of the best. Take them down to Miami, and you can come out looking like that. You can have a Monday through Friday fleet of them looking like that, as long as you have the funding to accommodate the looks, and that will not be a problem. But I'll tell you what, you will not be able to duplicate would be the children. And you see, it's daddies like you guys that when the children become the rappers and become the basketball players and become the football players and the athletes, and they're out there. All of a sudden, you guys are contacting CNN, Fox News, MSNBC, NBC, everyone. Everyone's like, ooh, that's my son. That's my son. No. Go back to either Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, whichever one you want, and you can stay there with them. And just remember your mantra.
Mm-hmm. And this segment was brought to you by 1-800-NIP-TUCK.
Man, look, if you spent all that money on her body, right? Let me tell you something. That money feel good. Every time you pay for a different part of her body, that money feel good because you get a chance to feel it.
And the other guy that gets to use it, he feels really good about your money spent too. That was a check well written.
Why you supposed to share?
And you got the poor kids going to school in Tom McCann's and them sketches.
That's all. Hey, look, they'll be all right.
Daddy paid for mama booty.
Not even mama.
Them kids will be okay, man. You know what I'm saying? Kids survive some of the most worst things in the world, man. Kids will be all right. You know what I mean? They'll be all right. I'd rather enjoy the money that I spent on that fake body because it feel good. I ain't never felt good about no child support check. So,
but they won't be child support if they're living with you.
Exactly. Tell them. Tell them. Tell them. Yes, you will not be paying child support.
She don't want them because she just like these little suckers. They come here to live. I ain't gonna get this. I ain't gonna get this Marc Jacob glasses in them frames I was looking at because he gonna want to spend the money on that.
Fuck your PlayStation. She get what she want.
Right.
You gone.
Right.
Hey, so my wife is to the left of me. Y'all can't see it. She's like just giving me these Supergirl laser eyes. She's like,
I'm waiting. Hey, Miss Lindsay, I'm waiting to see that pillow just fly into the scene.
I know. Not even a pillow. How about a pot?
One of these episodes, she gonna throw that pillow in there, boy.
I'm pushing it.
Oh my God.
That's right. She's got a lot of patience.
I mean, but you know,
look, be patient.
Look, the good thing to say, the good answer, the most respectable answer is, of course, the kids gotta come. But you already know that's not always the case. Like you said,
that's the reality of it. Unfortunately, that's the reality of it.
You guys are both men that had children before you were married to the people that you're both married to right now. Okay? Let's just say your wife said to you, absolutely not. I will not have your kid. Like that? In which she would not do. The reason why you respect her and love her unconditionally the way you do, and the same for you, Regan, it's because these women in your life are the type of women that not only accommodated y'all trifling tales, but also they took your children, who are the children, the product of your relationship with someone else, and took these children and took care of them as if they were their own. Mm-hmm. And that takes an incredible person to do that, man and woman, to do that, to take in someone else's child. And I know I cannot speak for, RL's wife, but I know my sister-in-law, she went through a lot, dealing with a lot of the stresses that came with my my nephew and my niece. Mm-hmm. When my brother just married her.
And my ex ain't even dead.
And she's not. And, it came with a lot of stress, and it takes a very incredible person to be able to deal with that. And so the easy way out is for the woman to say, oh, no, I'm not having anything to do with your kids. Well, did you not make that clear when you got with her that you had kids? And if not, then shame on you, dude, whoever you are. But if this woman says to you, oh no, your kids, they're not welcome here, well, then you're not welcome there because those kids are a part of you. Just like if she had a kid and someone said the same thing, I would assume, but based on her body, she probably implanted the child into part of it somewhere.
The left butt cheek, but anyway.
So maybe they're two kids.
And in my scenario, it was actually the opposite way around. We actually wanted the kids in our lives. We wanted, my wife and I wanted the kids in our life. And it was a battle just to get them to visit. That was the opposite side of it. Here it is, we trying to get the kids. My wife, and I wanted the kids to come spend time with us. And it was difficult. That's how it was from my side of it. My battle was actually the opposite, trying to get time with the kids. My wife was accepting. We both wanted the kids here. And that was the issue I was having. And every day, every hour was too much of an hour,
Yeah. Your kids don't have any daddy issues. You know why? Because that woman that you're married to now made sure that did not happen.
That's right.
And you're absolutely right.
Yeah, I got the booty and the brains.
Thank goodness for her. They don't have any daddy issues. Because if she'd have told me, fuck them kids, I'd have said, fuck them kids. They had daddy issues, man. She could cock her head to the side. No.
So let me jump in on some of these comments because the comments went left just now. It said, okay, let me. I'm gonna get to the good part. So when we were talking about your wife throwing the pillow in there, Ms. Bertrand said, "Pillow. How about a frying pan?"
That's what I said. I was like a pot.
Then I had Mikey jumps in and goes whack-a-mole his ass. Then I get who is that? McCoy go, dang, Miss Bertrand. And then Miss Bertrand goes, dear Miss Lindsay, how do you do it? I got Pamela Forbes. Thanks for watching, Miss Forbes. She said, hey, yes, Pam. We are a package deal. Booker says, my kids come from the same stock. They have a stepmother, and it took a while for things to work. Hey, hey, these comments are great. I mean, the comments were just scrolling. So we're talking this now, and I'm busting out laughing because I'm seeing the whack-a-mole comment, but I couldn't. It wasn't an appropriate time to stick it in there, but it was like, they're going off on this damn comment stream, man. I wish you guys could see it.
Look, I'm blessed. I'm fortunate to have a great wife. She made it real easy. I mean, like really easy. And not just for, first of all, I wouldn't even deal with a person who wouldn't accept my kids. I was in a situation like that. Well, it wasn't a real situation. I was dating a young lady, and I'll never forget it. I had my daughter with me. She was 4. I picked her up. We went to Wendy's to get something to eat. My daughter accidentally spilled her Coca-Cola, and the young lady gave this real nasty look at Jade, and I saw it.
What? It was Pepsi, I could see, but Coke.
She just had like a disgusted look. So when I took her home, took her back to her apartment, she pretty much like, so when I'm gonna see you again, I was like, all right, this is it. You won't see me no more. And that was it. So I was blessed to find my wife, and her, she being who she is, and she made it real easy for the children. Real easy. She's a very likable person anyway. Now, she, a lot of the stuff, man, because I've had friends. I have a homeboy who, he met his new girl and he just forgot about his kids, and I never asked him, and I'm gonna tell you the crazy thing, and we say this before, men need to start checking men. I never asked him like, oh, what the fuck? Why you just forget about your kids? You got this new girl, y'all doing y'all thing, y'all traveling, spending a whole lot of money doing this and that. And he just forgot about his kids, and I never said anything to him because I guess I didn't want to mess up our friendship. Like, that ain't none of my business. And it's not. But at the same time, men need to start checking men. We can't sit here and talk about men being role models for their children, not just their children, but when you're on the street and there's young children around you, that's why we say pull your pants up. It ain't just because it look disgusting, but you have younger children that will emulate that. They see that, they think that's the cool thing to do.
Right.
But we need to start checking one another. We need to start questioning, hey, look, that's not right. Why are you doing this? We need to start questioning their actions, and you're gonna have some men that get in their feelings, but I think you have a lot of men that'll probably be good with it, that will answer the question. And I think by them hearing what they're saying,
right,
I think it'll resonate like, oh, am I having a conversation about not seeing my kids and because I'm chasing this woman? So men, we need to do it, because when women do it, it's not the same. When a woman pull a man up about him not being a father, ain't too many men listening to that female. So
this goes too for women, RL, because there are a lot of women that also do the same thing. They meet men and they figure, the men is all of a sudden more important than their child, their children, and it's horrible. So and that really causes, as a child or children, as they grow older, that causes that contention between that parent and child. That relationship is then probably destroyed beyond repair, or it will take then another lifetime just building that back up. But then you have to also think, is this person, this so-called man or woman in your life, going to be in your life for the long haul? That you've now just given up your own flesh and blood for what, really? Because if that person is not accepting of your children, then they're not accepting of you, because you are the parent. You are part of who that child, that other person is. And so if they're not then how can you accept a person if you're not accepting something that's part of them?
It's called fellatio.
It's called being ridiculous and selfish and just plain stupid. Yeah, all that other stuff, no, it's not called that at all.
Savvy set this fire and sat in the back seat and is basically just watching the whole shit unfold.
He's probably
Savvy
just shaking her head like,
You're over there with her snacks right now, eating her damn snacks.
But it's so true, because when you think about that, a child, no matter how old that child gets, that child will always remember, my dad or my mom tossed me up for, I don't know, number 4 on the roster.
Yeah.
Or number 2 on the roster, whoever it was at that time, my mom or my dad, and that hurt. No matter how old you get or what you think, it still carries that burden, because it's like you're still walking around with it, because it happened.
Yeah.
The
kid will always feel they're not good enough.
Look, so what was it? Pop passed away in 2010, right? My father passed away in 2010. You had a funeral at the church, and the repast, everybody go home.
Right.
So me and one of my cousins and his girlfriend were leaving the church. And my cousin's father was walking out with us or whatever. And I'm 42, so Pop was 31. I was 31 to 32 when my father died. So my cousin was about 30, 31 too. 30, a big 31-year-old man, nothing but muscles, look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, okay? And he spoke at my father's funeral, and it was beautiful. and he spoke about my father as if it was his father. And he said, you know, Uncle Prince, he didn't treat me like a nephew. He treated me like one of his sons, and you know, it was real beautiful. And his father was in the church and heard all of that. So after everything was over, we're in the parking lot. It's just the four of us, and I guess he asked his son, my cousin, about, you know, the things that he said about my father and how he was treated more like a son. He was like a father, and he, you know, I guess he felt some kind of way, and I guess like I've always been there for you. And my cousin, if you didn't know who those two men were, you would have thought that the younger one was just really, really angry at the older gentleman, but it was emotions. He was hurt because now he gets to confront what has been the issue for him growing up, as far as his father not treating him, you know, like the child that he should have been treating him as. Now, he didn't treat him bad or anything like that. He didn't neglect him. He just wasn't there for him the way that he should have been there. And it got so bad that my cousin took his father and went about another 30 feet down the street to finish the conversation. And I was just looking at my cousin because you could see it was pent up for years. And it was all the hurt that he had from it. And he finally got to unleash it onto the person that caused the hurt. And I felt really bad for him. You know, and I felt bad for his father too, because you can't fix it. He's 31 years old. Time has passed, you know, and over that period of time, your child has been hurting this whole time, and you didn't even realize it. And you thought you was gonna, like, you know, pull him up and, hey, I was there for you, because you heard what he said about another man, thinking, and you know, he hurt my feelings. But this whole time, his feelings was hurt for 15, 20 years. And you just got your feelings hurt at a funeral service. You know, you just can't compare the two. And, you know, I felt really bad for the both of them. But it was one of the things, even before then, I just never wanted my children to feel that way.
Yep. That's all it takes sometimes.
I apologize. I'm a busy man. I just never wanted my children to feel that way. You know, I brag about it all the time. I said, you know, I never took my kids home early when I had them. I was always trying to get an extra
couple minutes. Yep.
I never called and said, hey, I can't make it. You know, I never done any of them things. You
never
know,
late for the pickup, always early.
Yeah, always. You know, I just
you trying to get as much time in.
Yeah, and I hear kids, or I hear not kids, but mainly people my age speak about their father. You know, it's not just a TV or a movie where you see a kid sitting by the door with their book bags waiting for their father, and the 3 hours go by and the father never show up. There's actual people out here who went through that, experienced that, and I just shook. I was like, damn, you know, I can't imagine how that would feel. I didn't feel like that. I didn't have those issues. Right. But I didn't want my children to experience that neither, you know. Right. But there's grown people out here who went through it, and it's an awful thing. It's an awful thing.
And every child wants to feel. It doesn't matter. Just like your cousin, he was like, what, 30 years old? Every child wants to feel as if their parent or parents love them and care for them and want them. And it doesn't matter how old you get. When you go around and you are around your parents, your mother, your father, you want to feel like that child because you are their child. It doesn't matter how old you are at that time. You want to feel like this is my mom. This is the person that's cared for me, or this is my dad. This is the person that's cared for me. And you want to feel that love from them. And so it's sad when a person walks around with that type of hurt and that burden, that they're thinking, well, I wasn't good enough for my parent, my mom or my dad to love me enough to really make me feel wanted or make me feel accepted or make me feel as if I deserve to be in their life in whatever it is they were doing. Like your friend, his kids are sitting around going, wow, dad doesn't take us on vacation, but he sure as heck going on vacation with her. And again, it will never create a decent relationship with that other person either, because the foundation of it was built on ruins already. And you know, just like fish, it starts to stink in 3 days. It's just a rotten situation, and that's really what it is. It is just going to funk up the life.
Mom says, "Hi guys, I'm here." Hi, Mom.
Hello, Mother.
She just jumped on board.
Oh boy.
Oh, good. She missed all the ignorant stuff.
Don't worry, she'll go back and watch it.
Yeah, I get told I use my hands too much.
Had that problem when he was 13.
You can sit on them.
It was like, well, that's not what she said.
Yeah. Hey, you mentioned you got mothers out there that do it, and let me say this. The crazy thing is, mothers don't get the backlash. They don't get the penalty that men get when men do it. Women don't get that bad press. Like if a man abandoned his child, it's like, oh shit, it ain't no good. That's just like them all. All the men ain't shit. Right. When women do it, you know, there's a reason. There's an excuse most of the time. You know, she's been on her own since she was 15. She had her first kid when she was 15. She's a young mother.
I disagree. You know, I don't know what block you're on, but
in the United States, you're not even from here. I'm in the United States.
No.
You don't talk about Trinidad.
I've been here long enough, and I'm actually around a lot of younger kids and parents, mothers, fathers, exes, girlfriends, boyfriends, all of these things. And if a woman does that, it comes across, even to me, a woman gets completely chastised for what she has done, because a man does it and it falls into the, there he goes again. Oh, he just leave them kids. Those kids going from pillar to post. Oh, this damn kids. A woman does that, it is like, ooh. I mean, we start playing the telephone game. Everyone in the neighborhood knows. Before you know it, everyone overseas knows. I mean, everyone knows that this mother ran off and did something. And the bottom line is, people, you know, you have children, you have a child, you brought them into this world. That is your blessing. You know, embrace that blessing. Don't take that blessing for granted, because there are a lot of people out there that cannot have a child. And if you're blessed enough to have a child or children in your life, hold on to that, because that is a huge blessing in your life that you can never, you cannot take for granted. And you know, life is too short. So why are we taking it for granted? You cannot replicate a child in your life, but you can certainly build you a new girlfriend with a big enough checkbook. Because they're buildable. I mean, based on that picture that we saw, that was completely put together. It looked like they used paper mache, and I mean, you could form it in different ways on any given night.
Hey, if the kids like to play with Legos and build their castles, why can't daddy build his perfect woman? You know what I'm saying?
Play-Doh.
What's wrong with that?
Play-Doh, and you can have it in different colors too.
That's right, and you can fix it and shape it and mold it and all that good stuff. So
That's right. But the bottom line is, you do not give up the kids to build that, because if you're building that, then go build one that would actually accept the kids. If you're out to building, you know, you're going to build it anyways, then build one that will accept the kids. Right. There you go.
Accept the kids. Okay. I guess that you should build one that's going to accept the kids.
Right.
In a perfect world.
That's right.
But I mean, okay, so we're talking about the women's side of it, but I mean, if you flip the roles, and it's a woman with her kids, and you know, let's say the kids was living with dad, she's hooked up with her new husband or whatever, and the husband said, "Nah, them kids ain't coming here to live." You know what I mean? How does that go from that side of it?
He's not the guy.
But you're married. Remember, you're already married. Again, like you're already married to him.
Well, then okay. Then this would be my question to that woman. Right. What happened? Something's missing. There's a gap. Because something happened. Did you don't lie have the whole entire time and say that your kids were non-existent until you got married? Or was he not accepting of your kids from the jump? Right. Or did all of a sudden you got married and he's like, oh no, kids, no, they can't come here.
Right.
Hey, look, you know, the crazy thing is, I actually was having this conversation. I ain't gonna give too much away about who I was having this conversation with, but it was a conversation I was having today. This same conversation, and the husband, he actually said, I'm not taking care of another man's child, and that kind of did it, and mom went along with it, and you know, of course, you know, baby went and stayed with grandparents, you know, but he said he wasn't taking care of another man's child.
Somebody smack that hoe.
Shame on that mother. Shame. Because that's basic. You've just traded your child.
Ding-a-ling.
For
when they say size doesn't matter, they probably lying.
See, well, us men, we don't get them nip tucks and all that crazy stuff. So it had to be the bank account, bro. I'm thinking that's what it was.
The bank account.
He making sure he taking care of her, and just like, you know, I get these kids in here. Dad, Zaddy not gonna take care of me and give me these, you know, Marc Jacob glasses and this all and the handbags and shit, you know.
They get, you know, people get when people start living a lifestyle that they're not accustomed to, they don't want to lose it. You know, they don't want to lose it.
I'm very confused. I'm so confused. I'm confused for several reasons. I want to know what am I missing here? Because this would be my question to the woman, not even the guy who just said, I'm not taking care of some other man's kid. That's all well and good. He has every right to say that. He does. However, my question would be to the mom.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Did you not tell him you had a kid until you guys got married, and then you just kind of sprung it on him at dinner one day? Like, how did that work?
But I think based on the story, well, the way the question was set up, we'll just pretend like, okay, he knew that she had kids and the kids was living with dad at the time, and dad passed away. You know what I mean? That's based on how the question was written. I'm just going according to how the question.
It was the other way. It was I guess they was shared custody. Mom died, and the kids, you know, they had to come live with dad, but the stepmom doesn't want the kids.
Right. So we're flipping the roles to see if it was stepdad. You know.
Yeah.
Again, these are conversations that when you have children or you have a child, prior to getting into another relationship, especially a relationship that is now leading to a legal contract, which is called marriage. These people act as if it's not a legal contract. It is. It's a legal contract. So when you are about to sign on that line, the legal contract, there is a piece of there is something that comes with you, and it's called your child. The one that you carried as a mother for 9 months, that you birthed, however you did it, and that you cared for. So this is the problem with these women. You know, get your crap together and stop depending on a man to provide for you, to the point that you're selling off your kids or tossing them aside so that you can be benefited from that, because that child did not ask for that life. You made that decision to bring that child into this world, this life, and then you decide, oh, wait a minute, oh, wait, my bad, my life is more important now. Really? And again, it then, let's fast forward 10, 20 years, and we come across now that, you know, here's the child grown, doing their own thing, and here comes the mama who's now older, and, you know, the rich sugar daddy died. And now what? Oh, my bad. Now you have a child.
Right.
Ooh. But by that time, that relationship has been brutally beaten to the point where, how are you salvaging that? And you have no one else to thank but yourself for the destruction that has caused, that was caused in that entire relationship, when all you had to do is just be the parent, the thing you signed up for when you decided to bring this child into the world. You didn't bring this child in the world with a time limit. Oh wait, clock's ticking. Hold on. I stopped being a parent because you turned 18. Ooh.
Right.
Hold on. No. Doesn't work like that.
Yeah. My parents ain't never. I'm damn near knocking on 50 door. My parents still ain't stopped being parents.
Our parents plot still. They're always like, it's like this constant little plotting going on about, you know, what's going on. And we honestly feel like the kids. Like, not like grown. We're like, oh crap.
I mean, just yesterday, remember I was showing you, just yesterday I got all this constructive criticism about the show. which I'm, look, you see my hands are down to my side. I'm still, how you gonna tell me how to do the show? But I'm still doing it though. You know,
you're doing a good job.
Right. We were in Arizona with our parents and sneaking liquor in a different hotel room so that we could get wasted while as grown people. This was like 2 years ago. But again, this is where, but it's a good feeling, because no matter what, you could be 40, you could be 50, you could be 60 years old. You want to feel like the child when you are around your parents.
Yeah.
You want to feel like that child. I remember seeing my grandmother, my paternal grandmother, who lived until she was 98 years old. And whenever my dad or any of my uncles or my aunts went around, she treated them like her kids. Like, it was always this caring, you know, what do you need? Here, let me make this for you. Let me do that. And
I remember seeing my dad get scolded by his dad, my grandfather. And as a kid, watching your grandfather scold your father like a boy, I was, oh my God.
That is funny.
That was funny because he was basically lining up, you know, me, myself, and my cousins. He was like, hey, all right, I need you to do this, I need you to do that, and da 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 da. And my grandfather was like, why are you telling the kids to do anything? You was lazy from since you was little. You go do it. And I was like, it was like, whoa, wow, that kind of stuck. You know, I was like, oh, and to see how my dad reacted, it was like, no more of that authority. It was like, okay, Dad, I'm gonna go do it. You know, it was like, whoa, wait a minute. It was so cool. You know, you saw the generation break that. Like, oh wow, you got a boss.
I don't have any of those moments. My father, I'm just like my father. So I think my grandmother tried to get on my father. So, you know, she took him out the yard. We was having a cookout. She took him out the yard. She took him across the street, and she was having a strong word with him. We couldn't see what they were doing, what was being said, or anything. All we know is like 5 minutes later, my father come across the street without my grandmother, and he like, she thought she was going to tell me. I told her. He left his mother across the street. So I don't have none of those moments, man. We just some stubborn old men in this family, man. We stubborn, man. We just bullheaded, stubborn. We tough, man. We are tough, man. To get along with sometimes.
Unfortunately, I'm looking at the time and our time's running out. So, I mean, Savvy, you did it again. This was a great topic. We miss you on the show. Really wish you was on here, plugging in, giving us all the helping Doc here with all the
No, I'm working overtime.
And with the good snacks, Want to say thanks to our Facebook crew. You guys are always on it, dropping comments. You guys are faithfully on the show. I mean, I wish there was something we could do to give back to you guys. And I don't know if this is it, but you guys could have been watching anything else. You could have been watching TV. You could have been listening to music. You could have been doing anything else. But every Tuesday you come on and you join us and sit and listen to our three boring asses talk about our lives and bullshit.
I don't know about you, but I'm not boring.
But you know what I mean, and I'm grateful for you guys for coming on.
No, I don't know what you mean because I'm not boring, so I don't know.
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to the.
They're coming to look at your fashion sense.
Oh my God, it's the Afghan. Man, that's what it is.
That's what it is.
We're starting and profiling.
Like, let's log on today to see what he's wearing.
Or what background he got on this time.
We're gonna start calling you Huggy Bear, man.
All right, let's see which room Lindsay's sitting in this time. Or what ignorant shit he got to say.
Yeah.
Oh, let's tune in to hear. We just love to tune in to hear Doc put them motherfuckers in their place.
Let's see if Dr. G just walks off the set at this point.
But we need you. We need a female presence because we was going to do this show. We was like, yeah, we're going to do the show. We're going to do a man show. And like 5 hours went by and both of us was like, we can't do no show.
They're going to stop watching us.
Well, we definitely miss Savvy.
She's still on there. She's still on there. She's talking about cups, hats, t-shirts. We can do that.
She need to stop BSing, but I ain't going to say anymore.
Stabby's still on there. She's watching us on YouTube.
All right. So let's wrap up. What do you got going on, DJ PRS1? Hey,
I'm still here rocking the station. Carnival's over, but the soca never stops. The music still goes on. Tune in for your Caribbean music. I'm messing around with some new stuff on the station. I'm really happy. My other job's getting in the way of me messing around with the stuff on here, but the other job is the one that brings the money, and so I gotta do both. But so I'm always looking forward to my weekends when I'm off from the other job. Everybody think I'm off just bullshitting and chilling. I'm not. When I'm not there, I'm busting my ass on the station trying to get this shit to work. People think, yeah, you don't come in, you don't do overtime. This is my overtime. Plus, I got to spend quality time with my wife because she will let me know. Hey, okay. She say, okay, it's laundry time. But anyway, we'll talk about that in another show.
Go.
But all right, so what you got, Ramon?
Hey, so I don't have anything. I want to say this because I'm so tired of clicking on the Facebook and seeing people post this. And I was reminded by Alicia when she said it. If you have a family member who has lived to be 90 plus and they die, do not say, I wasn't ready. Or it was so unexpected. They were 90. 90.
Mm-hmm.
It was expected.
Right.
And there's no reason for you not to have been ready. Okay? They were 90. Stop that stuff, man. Stop it. It's different when the person is in their 20s or, God forbid, it's a child their 30s, their 40s. But when you have a loved one in their 90s, I don't want to see that stuff. I wasn't ready. Motherfucker was here for 90 years. How weren't you ready?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sure they were ready. So, and I'm bet you God was ready. So you missed out on the ready boat. So stop posting that stuff. For those that have anybody in their 90s, get ready.
Right.
Okay? Get ready. That's
Get
all
ready. All right.
All right.
You can wrap it up, Ariel.
Hey, like my man Regan said, we thank you guys for tuning in. Second season. I can't believe we almost on 40 episodes. That is crazy. Yeah. That is crazy. So we appreciate you. We love you. We thank you. Tune in next week to us, Gvtv Good Vibes Television. And that is it. Peace.
All right. Bye, y'all.